Have you ever had someone like jump out at you like in a dark room, and like that feeling that you get in your stomach? Like if you can hold on to that feeling for like half an hour, that's how they felt. So I ended up going to Hershey for some like long-term EEGs, which is where they like attach all these wires to your head, and it measures the action potentials in your neurons, and it shows like if you have seizure activity. But then they also figured out that like my seizures were coming from an area of my temporal lobe called my amygdala, which is really deep inside. So these surface electrodes weren't picking up my seizure activity. So then about a year later, I had an in-depth surgery, which was like they put the probes inside of my brain instead of on the surface. I had 5 of them inserted into my brain, and I was in the hospital for 12 days, and but I couldn't move at all.
You weren't able to be like physically active?
Yeah, like I always was like a little bit, like I would run on the elliptical, I would go to the gym and like do a little bit, but I was never like super active to the point that I am now, and that was always in fear of like, I'm gonna get too tired and I'm gonna have an aura, and I don't want that to happen. Karate, like, it definitely enables me to like take care of myself if I have to.
Did you learn karate for self-defense?
Well, that really, like my assault was like the major reason why I got involved in karate. It like brought me back to that really awful feeling that I had when I was assaulted. And then it was like that day I found the karate club at Temple. I went and I loved it, and I never stopped. I mean, there's a lot that I like about karate. I really like free sparring. Free sparring is really fun, but like I don't get to free spar that much because I'm a low belt, and like in tournaments, we only get to do like one-step sparring, which is like I punch you, and then you block it, and then you punch me and you block it, and it's like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Whereas like free sparring is all the upper belts, and they just get to fight. And then once they make a legal hit, then they stop. But yeah, free sparring is really fun, especially like in my club, like everyone's so nice and like we're all friends.
What about mentally? I know that a lot of people say karate like is very calming and soothing. Can
yeah,
you
it
elaborate on
definitely
that a
is.
little bit?
Like the katas that we practice, it's basically like a long series of movements. And those, they can be like really aggressive, but at the same time, like you can do them more like slowly and meditatively, and there's like a lot of breathing involved in them, and I really like it for that reason.
But do you think you'll stick with the karate thing?
Yeah, I would really like to. Karate like definitely teaches you a lot about like self-respect and respecting other people, kind of to like a different level than just like a normal everyday life. Luckily, I'm not at the point where I'm like bowing when I walk into rooms yet, but I've almost done that actually. Like I almost bowed walking into my CrossFit gym the other day. I was like, if I do that and he sees me do that, he'll never let me live it down.